It's actually surprising how many characters we have already seen for Ananta, formerly known as Project Mugen, and I'll be showcasing at least 16 characters and what we know about them so far, like
16?
their weapons. For some of these characters, we will also take a closer look at their in-game 3D models, which was officially released on Ananta's website. Let me know in the comments down below which of these characters you like the most. In Ananta, there seems to be a choice between male and female for the protagonist.
I'm
The
going
male
male.
main character looks like this with brown hair, and the female main character looks like this with also brown
Oh,
hair.
no, I'm sorry. I'm going female. I thought the female would be boring, but...
Hair, and the female main character looks like
Oh my god, there's no way I'm not going female.
this with also brown hair. The main character is called Captain, or for short, Cap. While I'm not sure how exactly weapon choices will work in Ananta if there is any,
Definitely
the main
female.
character seems to be using a chainsaw as their weapon, and there is also a scene where they use a gun, and of course they also have this weapon which might be usable with all characters from what I have seen, with this string that allows them
Also, that's the thing for Spider-Man swinging.
to pull objects and basically become Spider-Man. One interesting fact about the main character is that they have completely changed how the main character looks like with a recent trailer, and in the previous trailers the main character used to look like this. He used to have black hair, but I kinda like the new version as it looks more refined.
Yeah.
One last thing I have noticed is that in the trailer we see the main character with different outfits, so I wonder if we will be able to choose an outfit for the main character, which would be
Oh,
pretty
you're
awesome,
right.
or
That would actually be awesome.
maybe it is just in some cutscenes. Next we have Lakaya.
Could be possible.
Lakaya is the character we first see in the new trailer, and she seems to be a fox girl with fox ears and a tail. Lakaya seems to be using a two-handed weapon that looks like a spear, but we can't see the whole weapon yet, and we can only see
This
it from
always
this
gets me,
picture,
the
so
short
it is quite
skirt.
hard to tell what exactly it is. We also get to see her take a car from a citizen, and when I looked into her lore a bit, she seems to be regarded as an officer of some sort, with authority, which means she's probably a cop. If you look closely at this video, she is showing her badge to the citizen, and the
Seriously,
citizen
that's
gives the
obvious,
car
isn't
to
it?
her. This all
The
makes
color
sense if
scheme
you
and
take
the
a look
hat.
at her uniform. She seems to have handcuffs, so she is probably working with the police. Next we have Eileen. Eileen seems to be a maid character, and while we don't know what weapon she uses, we got to see her for the first time in a recent trailer. She seems to like playing Mahjong and is referred to as the Valkyrie, and one of the comments on this post
So she's
says,
a
isn't
kung
she
fu
the
girl?
owner of Dream Garden Cafe? Which confirms that she owns her own cafe as a maid. She also seems to hit the gym and work out, so maybe it is one of her hobbies,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. Then there is
Nah,
Ringo.
nah. in the game, I'd be... Yeah.
Maybe it is one of her hobbies, which is pretty cool.
Wrong view.
Then there is Ringo. We lack a lot of information about this character. We do get to see her play some
Very
volleyball
cute.
on the beach with another character, which we will get to in a bit in this video. Now, if
Not
you
so
don't
interested
know,
though.
Ringo means apple in Japanese, and when it comes to her weapons, we don't really know what she does or uses, but she does have two ball-looking objects that kinda looks like apples, so maybe her name is related to them. Another thing I have realized about
Isn't that a
Ringo is
musical
that she
note?
has some scissors on her outfit as a
Yeah, I think that's a musical note or something.
decoration, which could mean that her occupation could be related to something with scissors, like maybe a hairstylist or something, but for now we don't know much more about her. Next we have Taffy. Taffy seems to be a rabbit girl with rabbit ears and a fluffy rabbit tail. She also has a
This is actually a
motorcycle
cute
that she
design as
uses
well.
to travel around in the city. And just a fun fact, there is a post about her saying that her motorcycle is faster than cars, which is pretty cool. But her motorcycle isn't only there to travel around in the city. It turns out this motorcycle is Taffy's weapon too. She seems to use the motorcycle to attack
Oh,
her
it's
enemies,
exclusive to
and
her.
with her ultimate, she drinks a cola and goes frenzy with it. Interesting enough, at the end of her ult, we see her wielding a two-handed hammer for a second, so I wonder if she can change her motorcycle into a two-handed hammer that she will be able to use. But regardless,
that
I
they
like her
all have
unique
their
weapon
exclusive
style, which is
emote.
pretty cool. Looking at Taffy's in-game model, she seems to like speed with some speed arrow icon decorations everywhere, from her hairpin, back of her outfit, and even under her shoes. Next we have Dila. From what
Oh,
I can see in some of the trailers for Ananta, Hila seems to be playing a big part in the story, and
yeah,
she is
big.
also a bit mysterious, saying that regarding her eye
Two big
colors, she
parts.
won't tell us and it is a secret for now. She also plays some volleyball on the beach with Ringo, which I mentioned earlier in this video, and she is also in a bikini, which I wonder if this
We see what he did there.
game will have different outfits available for all characters, which would be awesome, or if it's just a thing in a cinematic or something. As for her weapon, he seems to be using a two-handed sword, which you can see clearly from this photo, and there is also some footage of her using the sword in combat. The sword looks a bit different in the game from the picture, but it looks pretty cool regardless, and she might be one of my favorite characters so far. Next is Pansy. Pansy is one of the first characters
Isn't
we
it the
saw
artist?
back in Project Mugen. Pansy seems to like graffiti a lot, and when you look at her outfit, you can easily tell this with all the graffiti on it. Pansy uses a paintball gun as her weapon, and she also has two spray cans that she uses as explosives. We also got to see her ult in a recent trailer for the first time, so
Kinda
it seems
simple,
like her
isn't
ult
it?
is drawing graffiti with her spray cans, and it does huge damage. There is also this part where she says this. This gives me the idea that maybe her graffiti can become alive and talk, but for now we don't know if this is related to her or not. I think Pansy's
like her
character
design,
and
though.
weapons are pretty dope, and I hope she will be good when the game releases. Next we have Mechanica. Mechanica is a mechanic, hence the name, and she seems to like repairing stuff and collecting spare parts. She also has
These
a mechanical
emotes are
pet which
cute.
seems to be a sheep. She uses this sheep to attack her enemies, and it probably functions as her weapon. We have only seen limited footage of her fighting a boss and some combat animations that could potentially be her
She kinda
ultimate in
moves
the
like
game.
Klee.
She also has a bell necklace that I think she probably uses to call her
It's not a good thing. That's not a good thing, by the way.
bit, but
Klee
maybe
feels
it's just
clunky to play
cosmetic.
with.
We also have a male character in the game, and this character's name is Alan. Alan uses yo-yos as his weapons, and I've gotta say,
This looks goofy, the way she's floating and everything.
his attacks looks pretty cool, but unfortunately this is the only time we have ever seen his attacks so far. There is also a
I like the
possibility
yo-yos,
that
though.
he likes playing basketball, but I am not 100% sure if it is him in this video, but
Yeah,
I think it's highly
dunk on
likely
that
since
shit.
he is the only male character we
I like, I like that if you dunk on them, they just disappear. Oh, see that
playing
again.
basketball,
Bam!
but I am not 100% sure if it is him in this video,
I
but I
wonder
think
what the
it's
story
highly
behind this
likely
is.
since he is the only male character we know of right now, excluding the main character. Then we have a character called Mimiko, the girl on the left with glasses. Mimiko seems to be a live streamer, and we got to see her for the first time recently. She was streaming with Taffy,
Also, there's no
and
character
Taffy
mode
fell
for this yet.
asleep while driving, and Mimiko was streaming it. But that's all we know about this character for now, and it seems like she likes farming content on her stream. Next we have some characters which I don't know their names yet, but we actually got to see a lot about some of them. The first
very
character
excited
is
with
this
the cars
demon
here.
girl with her demon tail and horns on her head. She might be a succubus or something, but for now I don't know for sure, so let's just call her the demon girl. As for her weapon, she seems to be using
Wait,
a baseball bat.
oh
From
shit,
what I can see on her
they haven't
skill
shown her
animations,
face yet.
she seems to be doing fire damage, which is quite interesting, and I wonder how many elements Ananta will have. Her ultimate seems to be a huge AoE hitting
Oh,
her
there it is, there's the
enemies
face.
with her baseball bat. Another character that we have seen a lot but don't know her name yet is this girl that uses a katana as her weapon. One really
The
interesting
student?
thing I have noticed about this character's ult is when she uses her ultimate, she summons an arrow and uses her katana as a bow to shoot this arrow. So she has a pretty interesting skill set. On the most recent trailer, we didn't get to see her much, but when I paid special attention to the trailer, I actually realized that she was in the trailer. It turns out that she is actually a drummer, and she was playing for this band. While we can't see her face from this girl has the same outfit and same hair color, so it's got to be her. There's also some characters we barely have any information about, like this pink-haired girl with a burger taking a photo of the main character, this red-haired girl darting with the main character.
Oh my god. This is so... I like this one so much. I'm pulling for this. But I feel like she's an NPC. I don't know. She's kind of... I don't know. It feels like it might.
Red-haired
But please don't be.
girl darting
God damn, look at that.
scene with the
I love this outfit so much.
main character. This girl with the blue hair walking down the stairs in
Isn't that the student as well?
the dark towards the main character, which is either a playable character or a villain. And this girl with the red hair and
I'm so distracted.
wearing glasses, which we have only seen in a picture so far. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Peace out.
Oh, wait. I'm definitely getting excited. More excited now.